You think that takes guys off guard a little bit?
Yeah, I always tease him about that. But he's not a scared player. He definitely has some punch in his play, and again, don't let his size fool you.
Is that kind of an ideal teachable moment though, where he gets that penalty like that? So you like the aggressiveness, but you can't take it too far.
No doubt about it.
Was that more of a rookie mistake or more of an NFL being more on the taunting penalty? Was that more of a rookie thing or just the NFL being more strict on that call?
I would say probably a little bit of both. I'm sure it's his first big hit in his NFL career, so I'm sure he got a little excited. But at the same time, you don't want to do things like that to hurt the team.
When you saw that flag, did you immediately think it was the hit that was the flag, or did you know before the explanation that it
I
was?
thought it was the hit actually, and then obviously they said that it was the taunting. So
Was there anything about him that surprised you that maybe you didn't know before he showed up in a game or on the practice field?
no, not really, because he had a big hit in one of our scrimmages to where like, whoa, okay, we didn't really see that on his college tape. But again, he has all the tools, so it's just a matter of him understanding our game and playing at a high level.
When you first saw the hit, did you think it was the helmet
With the flag, the hit itself, I didn't think so, but once I saw the flag, that's what I thought. But obviously, it wasn't.
And on film, did it seem like he made helmet to base nets?
It didn't seem like it. No,
It didn't.
no, it didn't seem like
You
it.
talked in minicamp about how he had a lot to learn about coverage concept. He played basically the whole press at Ohio State. How have you seen that learning curve kind of develop?
He's learning. He's learning how to backpedal. He's understanding concepts. We play a multiple of, coverages, so he's understanding where his eyes should be and being able to differentiate the coverages that relates to past concepts. So he's a pretty quick study. But again, these preseason games are very good for him.
When,
How's the overall secondary coming together?
I mean, after one game, I would say okay. There's definitely room for improvement. Again, we just have to get our hands on more balls. So I think that's going to always be something that we're going to talk to these guys about. But after one game, I didn't think it was too bad at all.
Now, how much of an issue is it that these guys are generally, all of them are learning each other? They need to develop a relationship with each other.
No doubt about it. In preseason, you're kind of mixing and matching a little bit. So at some point, we'll try to hone in on who the guys are and try to create a little bit more chemistry. And I'm sure that'll help in a lot of respects too.
I'm sorry. At that other spot, TJ seemed like he opened as the starter, and then Terrence has been running more with the first team.
Yeah.
How do you see that competition? What was TJ not doing well that kind of caused the change?
Well, the one thing with Terrence, he makes a lot of plays, and his biggest nemesis, two plays for us, one play for the other team, and I think he's done a good job in making plays and not giving up plays. So, and plus he's a pretty aggressive tackler too. So, for me, I just felt like he was doing a lot of good things from a playmaking standpoint and from a tackling standpoint.
Denzel's clearly got that gear where he could close on a ball. Can that lull a guy though into a false sense of security, knowing that I can maybe give a little room because I know I can get there?
Yeah, I think we talk about that a lot. Just understanding there's no off weeks in the NFL, so just understanding all the guys that he's covering, they're here for a reason. So I think after the first game, he got a taste of it. So I think he sometimes you could show him better than you can tell him. So I think he got a taste of it.
But back to Terrence Mitchell. What can he do to make 4 plays for you and 1 for them?
Just discipline and just playing consistent. He has a really good skill set. I think he has playmaking ability. He can tackle. So the big thing with him that we talk about all the time is just do what the coverage and the defense tells him to do.
Does he try to do too much then, or why does he get out of that pattern?
Well, I mean, he's been a gambler throughout his career because he's made a lot of plays. So we don't want to take that away from him, but at the same time, just try to have very good eye discipline and just play within the defense.
How disappointed were you that Odell didn't play? Were you looking forward to seeing an Odell-Denzel matchup a little bit?
It would have been cool, to see him go up against him in a press man situation. But again, there's a lot of capable receivers out there, so he'll get his chances against some of the other elite receivers in this league.
When you say don't let Ward's size fool you, I mean, it is in your mind. He looks so skinny by NFL standards, and he's not tall. But What are the, obviously the organization thinks he can play at that weight and at that height. Why can he be able to get by even though he's not a big guy by any means?
He's a football player, and you never want to judge a book by its cover, and I think he's a perfect example of that. So he can do everything that other top corners could do, despite what the opinion may be, with his size.
What do you want to see TJ improve on?
Just consistency and just continuing to do, like all our guys, do what the defense tells you to do. He's a pretty consistent player, so obviously the playmaking ability and all those type of things factor in. But we're going to need TJ. There's no doubt about it.
What about EJ? Do you like him best in the slot?
I know he's playing both right now, so he's kind of a jack of all trades. So we wouldn't be afraid to play him at either spot. So he's a nice piece to have.
I mean, for a guy that started a bunch of games last year, does he have to make an adjustment if he's not the 100% starter this year?
I think he respects the competition, and I think most NFL players, if you're honest with them and you can tell them the reason why other guys may be ahead of him. So I think he respects the guys that are ahead of him right now, but at the same time, he knows that he needs to continue to prepare because things happen quick in this league.
Coach, you brought in so many new corners this offseason, and one of the guys who's still around is playing in the slot for you in a big role in Boddy-Calhoun. What does it say about him? He's been able to kind of keep that job so far, and what's he been doing for you?
Because he's actually playing free safety now, so we really moved him from corner. So he's more of a free safety and a nickel. But again, it just shows his versatility. If we had to get through a game with him playing corner, we could. But I just think with his passion and his IQ and just loving the game, I just think you see that in his play.
Coach, now that you've seen that new rule and the new hitting rule kind of enforced on film, does it change how you teach it? Does it give you a little more clarity on how to teach it to the guys?
I don't think it's as bad as everybody is making it out to be personally. Is you put your helmet on their helmet, it's a penalty. So just try to take our helmet out of it and not try to go helmet to helmet. To me, I don't think it changes a whole lot. We just try to tell the guys just to be careful on impact to try to get your helmet out of there in terms of making a tackle with another offensive player's helmet. But I don't think it's that serious personally.
What spawned the change with boddy-calhoun?
Excuse me?
What spawned the change with boddy-calhoun?
I mean, I think being a nickel last year, I think he gained a quality experience playing nickel last year and having a chance to play a little bit of safety last year. So I just think just the experience at both positions has really helped him a lot.
So when you're looking at guys and you decide who's going to play outside for you, who's going to play nickels, and I know a lot of the guys you brought in have done both, but what makes you say this is a really good nickel? What is the skill set?
Well, one, tackling ability. You like a nickel that can play man-to-man, a nickel that understands run fits. I know with Body, we could play him close to the ball, we could play him off the ball. So really just, in our scheme, his versatility of being able to do a number of things really helps what we're trying to do.
You have to be really smart.
How's what Demarius been doing for you, and what does he bring to the table, just and how do you like him there at safety now?
Again, he has corner skills and he has safety skills. So again, he's a guy he could get us out of a game at corner. So again, he's like boddy-calhoun, just the versatility. And I think his range, his speed, he has ball skills. So, he has a lot of quality traits that really helps our defense.
Is boddy-calhoun a super smart guy, assuming because he has to play no 3-4 positions?
Well, he wants to be a coach after he's done, so that ought to tell you a little bit about his passion for the game.
How's the speed of the group this year?
I think it's pretty good, actually, because you have a lot of guys that have corner skill sets. So even though they may play nickel or they're playing safety, that really brings more speed to your secondary.
Like, is there some, if you would think around the league, is there a team that has, it's kind of known as the team that has the fast DBs? Is that somewhere you try to get if you can insert that kind of personality?
I mean, just off the top of my head, I think all secondaries in the National Football, they want speed. So I would think most teams have speed because that's definitely it's a passing league and it's a space game league. So you definitely want guys that have quick twitch and speed.
Do you envision Denzel as becoming someone that can get 4 or 5 interceptions for you a season?
I think he's capable. Yes, I think his ball skills are good enough. I think his anticipation. He has, I think, very good closing speed. So yeah, I think he's definitely capable of being able to do that.
And what's the transition like going from, playing the man to playing the ball? I mean, is that a tough thing to switch around?
I think one is discipline, and I think some guys just have instincts. Terrence Mitchell is a guy that is just sometimes the ball just finds certain guys. Not that you don't, you have to teach it as a coach, but at the same time, just my years coaching DBs, just some guys just have a knack for it as well.
Do you see Denzel being a guy like starting as early as week 1 that can go with their best guy, follow the other team's #1 receiver across the field, or do you think he's a side-to-side guy to kind of begin his career?
Probably want to hold off on that. I think that's more of a game plan. I know when I was in Jacksonville, we didn't start off with Ramsey doing that, but as the season progressed, then we started matching him. But I just think for him starting out, hey, just play the side you're supposed to play, and then if we get to that point, then we get to that point.
Pretty good. One thing, Coach, Simeon Thomas, what have you seen from him, and is he, his body type seems different than your typical corner. Do you see corner being his position long term in the NFL, or do you see him somewhere else?
He may get mad at me, but his nickname is Stretch. Okay, so we call him Stretch. No, I love his upside. I think he's the guy. We got to take the training wheels off and just let him go. But I think his upside is tremendous, and he just has to continue to learn our game.
How's Jabril's role evolving, and what do you see him ultimately being?
We in our 8-man front, he's a Pop Warner linebacker, and then when we need him to play cover 2, then he has to be a space player. So I just think the versatility that he brings doing both jobs, I think is fine.
I talked about kind of watching Kindred a little closer last year, how physical Kindred was. Have you seen Jabril kind of step up his physicality this year?
No question. I think both guys. I think you have 2 quality guys that are pretty similar in their play, playing close to the ball and playing back in space.
Can Jarrell play the slot if you need him to?
I think in zone defenses, yeah. I mean, I think that's a part of playing down in the box, so he's capable of doing that, yes.